Hey y'all, I cannot believe that I'm just turned this camera on to record. I can already tell I haven't spoken much in the past few days, and I figured my voice would sound like this. So as you can tell, I have been quite sick. I started off 2024 pretty well with getting a bad cold that has been going around, so I'm surprised I didn't pick it up earlier, but I picked it up right at the beginning of the new year, so that was great. Yeah, I'm tired of, I've been mostly stuck at home. I've been tired of just sitting around doing nothing. I haven't done nothing though. I will say that I apologize. This is probably also going to be a rambling video because I think I'm still under the influence of this head cold. But I did start watching the TV show Shetland. So confession, I never watched the show Shetland, which you are probably shocked about because it's such a good show and it's been going on for a long time. But I think I never was in the right mood for something that I thought was pretty dark, and it wasn't as dark as I thought it was going to be, but Dara was giving me a hard time because I hadn't watched it. So I finally did this week because I was homesick, and I watched the first 2 episodes and it was really good and not as dark as I thought it was going to be, but still kind of dark, so I had to go watch like some fun YouTube videos afterwards, which I do anyway all the time. But yes, I started it and I'm going to watch the rest of it. But this is a goal video. I've been wanting to do a goal video, so we're going to try to get back on topic. But yeah, this is going to be a rambly video, I can already tell. Cough break. So yeah, a lot of people, this has become a no buy year channel, I guess. And this has become a personal Rachel channel this year. I promise we'll go back to British stuff as soon as I can possibly do it. But hopefully you guys enjoy the personal stuff too. Personal financial stuff, I guess it is all going towards getting me back to Britain. But yeah, so a lot of the people, I've been watching a lot of other people do their no buy year videos and prepare for the year and their rules and all that. And a lot of people are doing goal videos, and I'm nothing if not a copycat to copy their goal videos. So I thought I'd just give you my goals for the year, and these are all there. I try to do lots of things in the year, but these are all sort of related to my financial situation and traveling Britain, and also about my YouTube channel. So the first one is about my YouTube channel. Those of you who have channels, which is a lot of you, I'm lucky to have so many fellow YouTube friends so we can talk about it because we love it so much. Those of you who are on it, or even those of you who are just avid watchers, probably know that to monetize your channel, therefore to get paid by YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So I'm obviously not there yet. I think I'm on track, but my channel goes up and down, and part of that is my own lack of consistency in posting, because especially since I had to go back to work full time, lack of consistency, but also it's just the way YouTube decides to show your videos to everyone. So like I had a surge at 2 points last year where videos from back when I was traveling, especially my afternoon tea videos, took off and everybody watched them, and I got lots of subscribers for those. So you get those surges, and then if I'm not, keeping up with making afternoon tea videos every week, which I cannot afford, so I would love to do an afternoon tea video for you every week. Like there's one channel that does that, but I would love to do those, but that is not possible, even if I lived in Britain. Unless I make those and those continue to do well, you see YouTube kind of like you have a neb. So I think it's possible eventually, but it's not just about the 1,000 subscribers. You also have to have a certain number of watch hours. So it's 4,000 watch hours. So you can start getting paid for those ads that run that all annoy us all. But I don't have nearly that many. I think I have 1,500 watch hours for my year. And so that's nowhere close enough to being monetized. So all those ads you see on my videos, I'm sorry that you have to watch them. I don't want you to have to watch them because I don't get any money for them. But I'm really hoping that this year I can find a way to get, and YouTube will look kindly on me. So it's a combination of me doing something and also YouTube looking kindly on me and get me to especially the watch hours, because once I get those, I think I will hit that 1,000 subscribers. I think it'd be easy once I get that watch time, enough of that watch time. So I'd love to just get that little bit of money that I should have already probably gotten, but well, I'm not gonna anger the YouTube people. But yeah, there's some videos I have that have already made, that I have 10,000 or more views on, and it'd be nice to get a few dollars for those. I think I looked at because I've watched people talk about how much they get paid for how many views they get and how much they get paid for their YouTube content. And I'm guessing that at the most, based on what I get, another cost on that, I would probably get $1 a day, maybe $2 on a good day, on a hot day where my videos start taking off again. And listen, that's not very much. But to be honest with you, that's about what I make on my eBay, which I've talked about before. Resell things on my eBay that I find locally at yard sales and estate sales, etc. And sometimes selling off my own personal items that I don't need anymore. I only make, I would say my most weeks it's about $15, $20. I said I sell a few cheap items. Last week I sold like 4 or 5 items that were all about $3 or $4 a piece. I know it's where my profit, I should say, where the money I make from them is $3 to $4 each. The people buy them and then eBay takes its cut. But I really sell very tiny things. And then I'll have, what I do it for is for that special item that I find. Like a few months ago, I bought a perfume for $6, sold it for $90. Those rare items that I get that kind of give me that extra cash. But to be honest, eBay only brings in, about $10, $15, $20 if I'm lucky on average each week. And if I got that from YouTube as well, which is something I do for fun, but let's all be honest, if we could get paid for it, I think that with the number of full-time YouTubers I watch, I'm sure most of us would love to do this full-time. But I will say, again, I'm digressing off into another tangent. I've seen what full-time YouTubers who give you the full behind the scenes of, like, they have Patreon, they have products, they do a lot of, one of them I watch has a sponsorship in every video that she does and advertises a product that obviously pays her to do that. And I'm like, whew, that's a whole business that I don't know if I would be able to do that. So I don't see it as me trying to do YouTube as a full-time job. I think that's very rare. We just get to see the people who make it as that, and who knows if it's just sustainable. Do they even get to do it for very long? I don't know, because the people I watch, I think, have not been doing it for 10 years or more. They've been doing it for a couple. My goal is just to, you know what, if I got paid $2 a day from eBay at the end of the month when I had $60, boy, that'd be a pretty good afternoon tea, wouldn't it, y'all? So I could do one afternoon tea a month, and that sounds good to me. So yeah, that would be my goal this year, is to get up to that point. And I think it's within reach. I just have to regularly upload, like I said, and I need to make the interesting videos that keep people watching. So yeah, I just need to make more interesting videos and that capture people, and also that it's that luck too, to catch YouTube sharing your stuff. So yeah, that's my YouTube goal for this year. And my second goal is I would like to find a new job. I know I just said I started a new job this year, but I really only took this job because it was a full-time benefited job. I was working some part-time jobs and running my reselling business, and I was making some YouTube videos and doing lots of things that I much more enjoyed. I really like working part-time. It just fits me better. You could say I'm lazy. I definitely am lazy. I'm not career driven. I just want to make enough money to do what to pay the bills and stuff. So I was fairly close, but the problem is that with health insurance costs, and actually dental too, because dental is clearly not part of our health. Our teeth is not part of our health. I think it's Grace that's become big in the no-buy year. she did she did rules like I did, where she's like, this is what I'm allowed to buy. And it was like, I'm allowed to buy household items that I'm replacing. I'm allowed to buy stuff for my pet, you know, all the stuff we totally expect. And then she's like, and I'm allowed to pay my co-pays for my healthcare. And she's like, cries an American. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel that so much, because honestly, those are when I talk about unexpected expenses that I kind of hint at when I tell you guys, it's almost always a health expense. In America here, that's what it is. We get hit with medical bills for the smallest things. And even if we have health insurance, then we have to pay those, because we just never know. It'll tell us how much stuff costs, and it's just a mystery. That's a whole, again, I'm rambling about something that could be a whole other video, but this is not a complaint about health insurance in this country video. But yeah, I basically only took my job to help with health insurance costs, because when you pay out of pocket, it's just too expensive. And so I wasn't making ends meet doing part-time, trying to start and get a business going for myself. So I took that job, even though it doesn't pay that well, because the health insurance is such a big, it's hard to explain, but I think Americans will understand that sometimes you just end up continuing to work in a job, because if you don't have that health insurance that they provide, you can't afford health insurance, and then that puts you in a bad spot. So I took my job for that. But yes, my goal is to find a new job. And the reason that I thought that was going to be impossible, and I was going to have to I took this job expecting to do it for the long term. It's like, I'm going to work a full-time job. I will save up enough to go on a vacation for 2 weeks to Britain. But my dream has always been, or it's been for a long time, since remote work became really a big thing. So I work part-time from home a couple of days a week, and I absolutely love it. And I found out that in my field, there are some part-time jobs that are fully work from home, or I might have to go to the location occasionally. I would be fine with that. But the draw of them is they're mostly fully remote. Some of them are fully remote, so I prefer to get those ones, part-time jobs. And I love working part-time because it gives me the energy and the free time to do these other things that I like to do. Yeah, I am looking for a part-time job, and I didn't think that would be possible, but I actually just applied for one right before the holidays. So by the time I'm filming this, if I haven't heard from them, I've waited a long time to hear from jobs before. I've waited months where they finally got to me, and I was like, oh, that's right, I did apply for that job. I just figured I didn't get it. So I don't expect to get it, but it was a part-time with full-time hours during the busy season. We have a busy season in my job area with benefits included, which is so rare for part-time jobs that I went ahead and applied for it, even though I've only been in my job for just under a year. And like I said, I don't expect to get it, but I am hopeful. I'm hopeful that will happen at some point. But I'm hoping it'll happen this year, because I'd really like to switch over to something like that. Hopefully by the end of 2024, I can tell you all, yay, I got the job that I wanted that is part-time remote. And the great thing about that too would be it would be more time for traveling. And then the third goal is the same, what you guys are probably experiencing me with doing. I started saving a few months ago. I started this no-buy challenge, and that's save as much money as possible. Now, I could give myself a goal, like when I was saving last month and I got up to that $1,000, I already had, before I got to the end of the month, I had put away about $500, and I thought, oh, $500 a month would be awesome if I could do that every month. I'd have plenty of money for a nice month-long trip if I could go. I would love to do at least a month-long trip. Of course, I'd like to do a longer one, but that would be great if I could do $500 a month. But I think I'm gonna stop myself there. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna say I'm saving $500 a month, because I know from experience that if I give myself something that's a little bit, I think that's too much. In the past, I probably could have reached that, but right now I think even saying like, I'm going to save $50 a month, I feel like I'm at the point, it's good to set yourself concrete goals. I definitely like setting concrete goals where you're reaching for something, but then the downside to that is if you don't reach it, I get disappointed. And then I have to rethink, like, should I change that? So this time I'm just gonna say, I'm saving as much as possible. I am doing 1,000,001 things to try to save as much money as possible. As a goal, it's a little bit nebulous, but we're rolling with it. We're gonna see how it goes. I know I'm gonna get there, so I might as well just not give myself rigid goals and just do the best I can. Because so far this month, it's only been a week, and like I can already tell if I don't reach that, it's gonna be impossible to reach that. So, all right, so I have rambled on long enough, but I hope you all enjoy seeing goal videos. I hope you enjoy me just talking in my dark apartment. I'm gonna end this video, I think finally here. And I appreciate you all being here I'm excited for this voice. Appreciate you all hanging in there with me. And hopefully I'll see you in the next week or two with whatever the next video is in this series. This 2024 is gonna be interesting for sure. All right, thanks so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.